What is up, everyone? Welcome to Heroes Avenue. My name is Darren, and today I have some disheartening news for all the Flash and DC fans. So if you guys have watched Rob's previous video up here, you'll know that DC is on a new path and they're not focused on a shared universe, so we may not see a team-up movie in quite a while. I would say maybe 5 to 6 years down the road. But since DC's on this new path, it seems like they don't care when movies gets made, or they're not in a rush to get things in production. So the latest article about Fantastic Beast, owned by Warner Brothers, they said that they pushed production from July 2019 into October or November of this year, and that was when the Flash was supposed to start production. So that means that the Flash will be getting delayed, and we might hear some of the the ramifications of Fantastic Beasts into the Flash sometime soon, which is really disheartening, and it's sad because I really want a Flash movie, and this definitely means that we may not see the Flash until maybe 2022. It was supposed to release 2021, but now I'm assuming since this Fantastic Beast is delaying it, I would assume it's gonna be be released a year later, and it sucks. And this really does mean that Warner Brothers' priority is definitely with Fantastic Beasts, just because it's a a more successful franchise right now. And I don't blame them, because since they're not doing a shared universe, or they're not focused on a Justice League 2, that means they don't need to put out a Flash movie right away. There's no rush. They could put it out whenever they feel like it, whenever they feel like they're ready. If you guys don't know, Ezra Miller is in Fantastic Beasts. I don't watch Fantastic Beasts. I'm not a Harry Potter fan at all, but I do know that Ezra Miller, I think he's a big character in that storyline. So I mean, this is nothing new. Like when Man of Steel first came out, we didn't get to see Superman until 3 years later in Batman vs Superman, and this would be a longer hiatus for the Flash. The last time we saw the Flash was in 2017, and which, if it does release in 2022, that means it's gonna be a 5-year gap. Wow. And so maybe the Flash storyline that they do come out with, when it does come out, it is a older, or maybe a more experienced Flash. I don't know. I mean, they can't do a younger Flash in 5 years, because Ezra Miller, it's gonna look, I mean, he's gonna get older, right? So I don't know. It's really disheartening, because I really want the Flash movie right away, and we were supposed to get it earlier on, but then all all these directors like left, and creative decisions, they say. I don't believe that, but man, it really sucks. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I mean, until then, I hope they keep bringing us better movies and more. We still got the Flash, we still got Shazam, we still got Wonder Woman, and the Joker movie coming up. So there's a lot of things in the pipe that we could look forward to, but I really wish that the Flash was one of them. So the other story I want to talk about today is a quote from Kevin Feige himself, and it's about the superhero fatigue. And this is what he said: "Not only has there not been the quote-unquote superhero fatigue that people have been asking me about since years before Iron Man, but here we are having our biggest year ever. Our instincts have always guided us, and our successes have always just encouraged us to keep following those instincts." I mean, when Iron Man first started, it was the same year that The Dark Knight came out, I believe, and the entire Nolan franchise definitely springboarded the superhero genre into new heights. And I feel like the Nolan Batman movies and the launch of the MCU definitely helped it a lot, and Marvel just definitely kept it alive even longer. And I feel like if Marvel never created the MCU, I think it would have stopped there with the Nolan franchise. But the fact that MCU is still around, I think it definitely helped both Marvel and DC, because now we're seeing DC finally getting it right with the Aquaman and Wonder Woman. And I feel like that since both of them are becoming successful, this will only, you know, prolong this whole superhero genre. It's not like the Western, it's here to stay. And one thing that did hurt it a lot, to me at least, was definitely the Fox superhero movies. For example, the X-Men movies. I feel like that stuff definitely hurt it. I mean, there was a lot of hits with the X-Men movies, but there was plenty of misses that definitely shouldn't have happened, especially with the Wolverine movies. God damn, those movies were terrible. Logan was definitely the best one out of all those movies, all the Fox movies. I think Logan was the best one by far, right? And so that's why both Marvel and DC need each other, so to keep this genre alive as much as possible. And I feel like, you know, DC and Marvel both have a great year coming up. You know, Shazam, we don't know what to expect with that one, and that's going to be the first time we're ever going to see that character on screen. And two, we got the Joker movie, which is totally separate from the DCEU, and it's also produced by Martin Scorsese, and no one knows what to expect. You know, the cast with that is incredible. You know, Joaquin Phoenix, I'm totally a big fan of him, and you know, Marvel themselves, they're staying pace. You know, they're doing what they're supposed to do with Endgame, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, and, you know, this goes on. But yeah, I mean, superhero fatigue, I feel like doesn't exist. It's definitely staying dormant as long as both companies stay successful. You know, if, you know, once Marvel starts fucking up and really, you know, stops making quality movies, I think that's when we should start like thinking about like, oh god, what's going on? No one's coming to watch these movies anymore. Then maybe we could start being concerned. But for right now, I think right now we're living in the golden age, right? Something that we never thought would happen. Even to me, I never thought I would see the Justice League or even the Avengers on screen. But the fact that we are getting those quality movies now, I think we're pretty good for the next generation. All right, let me know what you guys think about everything. How do you guys feel about the Flash getting pushed back, possibly into 2022? And what do you guys feel about the superhero fatigue? Do you guys run into or know anyone that are tired of superhero movies? What do you guys exactly say to them? I'm curious about your guys' thoughts. So let me know in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.